হ্যালো এভরিওয়ান, আজকে চলে এসেছি আবার নেক্সট ভিডিও নিয়ে। নেক্সট ভিডিওর সাম হচ্ছে এগেন m.l. আগারওয়ালের এক্সারসাইজ 9.3 15 সাম number 15. The given sum, it is given that from the given figure CDE is an equilateral triangle formed on an side CD of a square ABCD. You have to show that ADE is congruent to BCE, and hence triangle AEB is an isosceles triangle. Okay, so let's see what we have to do. Since DEC is an equilateral triangle, so each angle will be, measurement of each angle will be 60 degree. This is 60, this is 60, and this is also 60. Since ABCD is a square, so each angle will be 90 degree. Okay, 90, 90, 90 and 90 degree. Now ADE, angle ADE will be sum of this angle and this angle. That means sum of ADC and sum of CDE. So that is 90 degree plus 60 degree, that is 150 degree. Again, angle BCE will be 90 degree plus 60 degree, that is 150 degree. Okay, therefore angle ADE is equal to angle BCE, since both are 150 degree. So we can conclude that. Okay, now we know that AD is equal to BC because sides of the square. Again, DE is equal to EC, since this CDE is an equilateral triangle. Therefore I conclude that this triangle ADE and triangle BCE are congruent to each other by SAS rule. So from that we easily conclude that this side of two triangles are equal, this triangle and this triangle, this side AE and BE, from CPCT rule. Since these two sides are equal to each other, AE is equal to BE, again we can conclude that triangle AEB are isosceles triangle, is an isosceles triangle. Okay, hope you can understand clearly. Now come to the next sum. What is the next sum? Next sum is from the given figure, O is the point in the interior of a square ABCD such that OAD is an equilateral triangle. Show that triangle OCD is an isosceles triangle, this triangle. Okay, so first what we have to do, OAD, angle OAD, that means this one. You have to find out the value of measurement of this angle. Since ABCD is a square, so this whole angle is 90 degree. Again OAB is a OAB is 60 degree, this angle. Since OAB is an equilateral triangle, so if we subtract 90 from this 60, we will get the measurement of this angle, that is OAD, that is will be 30 degree. In the same way, if we will get the value of angle OBC, okay, since CBA is equal to 90 degree whole angle, and OBA, that means this one is 60 degree, this one is 60 degree, that means this angle will be 30 degree. Since this is also 30, this is also 30, so you can conclude that angle OAD, this angle, and angle OBC, that means this angle, are equal. Okay, and AD is equal to CB, since sides of the square. Again, OA is equal to OB, since these are the sides of the equilateral triangle. So from these three conditions, we can conclude that triangle OAD, that means OAD, and triangle OBC are congruent to each other. Since both triangles are congruent to each other, so we can easily conclude that OC is equal to OD. Since OC and OD are equal, so again we can conclude that triangle OCD is an isosceles triangle. Okay, it is very easy. Hope you can understand. This sum has been all the condition has been written over here and has done. Let's see once. Hope you can understand. Now come to the next part. Next sum is, in the adjacent figure, triangle ABC is a right angle triangle with AB is equal to AC, and bisector of A meets BC at D. Prove that BC is equal to 2 into AD. Okay, so for that, what you have to do? So from triangle ABC, angle A is 90 degree and AB is equal to AC. That means angle B should equal to angle C, because these two sides are equal. So it is obvious that value of B and C will be 45. I have done the calculation. You can write directly also, because we know that if triangle is right angle triangle and two sides are equal, so each angle will be 45 degree, or you can show it. As AD is bisector of whole angle A, that means angle BAD, that means this angle, and angle DAC, that means this angle is also 45 degree, because if it is bisector, since AD is bisector, that means AD bisect angle bisect the angle A, and measurement of angle A is 90 degree, that means both part will be 45 degree. Okay, and A is the common value, and we have already proved that angle ACB is equal to angle ABC. So from these three conditions, we can conclude that triangle ABD, that means this angle, and triangle ADC, that means this triangle, are congruent to each other. Now from congruency, rule of congruency, we can conclude that side BD is equal to side CD from CPCT. Okay, again from triangle ABD, we can conclude that since these two angles are equal 45 degree, that means DBAD and DBA or ABD, whatever it is, that means this angle and this angle is 45 degree. That means this side angle AD should equal to angle BD. Okay, therefore whole side BC is equal to sum of BD and DC, and we know that BD should be same for BD, but CD is equal to BD. We have already proved CD is equal to BD, CD is equal to BD. So in place of CD we can write BD. So we'll get BC is equal to 2BD. Okay. Again we have proved over here BD is equal to AD. That means you can write BC is equal to 2AD. So this is proved. Hope you can understand this part. It is also very easy sum. Just you have to need to know which angles are equal and which corresponding sides are equal. From there you can prove it easily. Hope you can understand these three sums. So we'll discuss next exercise in the next video. For today, bye bye.